We are living in a time where AI is everywhere. Social media, job portals, news headlines, there's one message being repeated again and again. AI is the future. And honestly, that's true. AI is creating new tools, new roles, and new opportunities faster than ever before. You might be wondering, why am I talking about AI right now? Because most people never stop to ask what is actually running AI. Think of it. Every time you interact with an AI system, whether you're generating text, images, or code, there's a massive infrastructure for computing, networking, storage, etc. silently running in the background. That infrastructure is provided by the cloud itself, which is why it's accurate to say AI is the output we see and the cloud is the engine running behind it. Now let me explain this with a simple business analogy. There's a famous saying that goes like, in a gold rush, don't mine for gold, sell the shells. Now what I mean by this, during a gold rush, everyone focuses on finding gold, right? But historically speaking, the people who made the most consistent wealth were the ones selling the tools, equipment and infrastructure required for the mining of gold. That's exactly what's happening today. AI is the gold and cloud is the shell, making cloud the foundation of modern technology, powering major systems like ChatGPT and Gemini. And according to Goldman Sachs report, we have officially entered a $1 trillion global cloud market, driven largely by generative AI itself. In fact, in India alone, there are over 1 million open cloud roles, and that is the opportunity of a decade. So in this video, we will give you a complete step-by-step plan to crack AWS Cloud Practitioner certification, even if you're a beginner, to get started in this $1 trillion cloud industry. Now the next logical question is AWS Cloud the right choice for you? The answer is absolutely yes. Because when we talk about cloud computing at scale, one platform consistently leads the industry with 31% market share. That is Amazon Web Services or AWS. AWS is most trusted across the startups building their first product to global enterprises to governments and research institutions running mission-critical systems. In fact, recently AWS partnered with NVIDIA to build some of the most powerful AI-focused cloud systems in the world. But beyond just partnerships and headlines, AWS' real strength lies in its ecosystem. It provides computing services to run applications reliably at any scale, storage services to handle massive data, databases to manage structured as well as unstructured information, networking and security to connect everything safely, and serverless services that allows you to build without managing servers, and much more. Together, these services form a single integrated platform, which means, in practical terms, AWS is where ideas become real production-ready systems. So if your goal is to learn cloud skills, starting with AWS is the right foundation. And the best part about this is, you don't need to be a tech genius or experienced professional necessarily to get started into AWS. The fastest entry point into cloud computing is the AWS Cloud Practitioner certification. This certification is designed for beginners, but it plays a very important role. It teaches you what cloud actually is, how AWS services fit together, how infrastructure decisions are made in the real time, and how security and pricing works. Think of it as learning the fundamentals before driving a high-performance car like Lamborghini. Once you understand these basics, everything else in the cloud starts making sense. Now you might be thinking, is this certification actually for me? And this is where a lot of people overthink, because AWS Cloud Practitioner certification is not meant for experts. That's a common myth we have. It's meant for beginners who want clarity. This certification is ideal for students trying to learn cloud fundamentals, freshers who want a strong edge in interviews, career switchers from QA, IT support, networking, or even business roles, even for the non-technical professionals like project managers or product owners, or even for someone planning to move toward advanced cloud roles later. And according to AWS, it is recommended that you require around 6 months of cloud exposure. But here's the truth. That is just a recommendation, not a requirement. Remember this. You don't actually need hands-on experience to start. What you really need is the willingness to understand how the cloud thinks. Think of it like learning to drive. You don't jump straight onto a highway with your car in the beginning, right? First you understand where the accelerator is, how the brakes work, how steering responds, and once these basics are clear, driving becomes natural. Only after that you drive confidently on the real roads, right? And AWS Cloud Learning works exactly the same way. Once this foundation is solid, advanced certifications like Solutions Architect, Developer or DevOps Engineer becomes much more easier. And that's why this certification acts like an icebreaker. It removes confusion and gives you a clear direction. Now, many people hear entry level and underestimate this certification, thinking, does this certification actually matter? The answer is yes, a lot more than you think. Because AWS Cloud Practitioner certification gives you cloud credibility. Recruiters don't expect you to design massive architectures after this exam alone. But it proves that you understand the logic behind AWS services, including the basic cloud architecture, core AWS services, security fundamentals, pricing and billing models. And once you understand why a service exists and when it's used, the exam questions start making sense. That's why the people who focus on logic find this exam much more easier than those who try to memorize everything. So this isn't just a beginner exam, remember. It's a first structured step into long-term cloud or DevOps career that you want to aim for. Now let's quickly understand the exam structure. AWS Cloud Practitioner, or more commonly known as CLF C02. This exam is 90 minutes long, consisting of 65 multiple choice or multiple response questions, and the required passing score here is roughly around 70%. While the exam costs nearly up to $100, but the certification is valid for 3 years. Now this exam is divided into 4 core domains. First is cloud concepts, which includes understanding what cloud computing is, its benefits, basic service models like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. On number 2, we have security and compliance, which focuses on shared responsibility model, IAM basics, and cloud security fundamentals. On number 3, we have technology and AWS services like EC2, S3, RDS, VPC, Lambda, focusing on what they do and when to use them. On number 4, we have billing and pricing, which includes how AWS pricing works, cost optimization and support plans. So every question in the exam comes from these 4 domains. And don't worry, nothing here is tricky. It's designed to test the understanding, not memorization. So study it logically and you will be able to pass it. Now let's talk about how you can prepare for this AWS Cloud Practitioner smartly. Step 1. Structured learning. Start with one main learning source. If you can go for paid courses, there are a lot of them available in the market that provide structured learning and practice quizzes, but cost around 3,000 rupees. And for those who want free resources, they can try AWS Skill Builder courses. These are official, updated and completely free. And now speaking about YouTube full and beginner friendly courses like Free Code Camp AWS Cloud Practitioner and Intellipaat AWS full course can really help you a lot. So whichever approach you pick, remember the key is consistency. With that, you can even pass with free resources, but you will need discipline as well as practice. Thus, while watching the course materials, pause, take notes, create diagrams and make flashcards to review tricky topics like shared responsibility model, EC2 or Lambda. Focus on understanding the logic of each service, not just memorizing terms. For example, don't just memorize S3 as an object storage. Understand how and why it's used in the cloud architectures. 2 focused hours a day for 1 week is enough to build a strong base into the cloud. Step 2. Practice test and active recall. Now comes here the secret. Practice test. Start testing yourself early, even before you finish watching all the courses. Use AWS Skill Builder practice exams, which are official and highly relevant. Tutorials Dojo. Here the questions will be slightly tougher to improve the retention, but worth it. After that, YouTube MCQs by creators like Shaping Pixels that covers over 400 to 900 questions. These mock tests not only measure the knowledge but also familiarize you with the exam patterns, which reduces anxiety on the exam day. Keep practicing until you consistently score above 80%. After that, you can confidently book the exam. After that, you can confidently book and schedule the real certification exam. Also, one more important thing. There are some individuals who have been passed this exam with just a week of dedicated practice and learning. So it's all about your commitment with a proper structured and strategic roadmap. Step 3. Gamified and hands-on learning. Now at this point, you must have understood the theory and concepts. So if you want to try out what you have learned and apply it in the real time, then here are the certain resources for you to apply your learning by playing and experimenting. First is, if you enjoy playing video games, then we have AWS Cloud Quest, where you can complete real AWS tasks while earning points, which can strengthen your understanding as well as logic. Then we have Quick Labs, which provides hands-on labs to deploy services like S3, EC2 and Lambda in a safe environment that can help you reinforce the concepts you learned. After that, you can try deploying small projects like hosting a static website and creating a Lambda trigger for serverless architecture. These small projects make the exam concepts click faster and easier to remember. All of this builds practical understanding, which is critical for retaining the concepts. Step 4. Community and peer learning. Now, if you combine practice test, gamified learning with quizzes and community challenges like Reddit or Discord AWS study groups, mini quizzes with peers to challenge your knowledge. Now, let's discuss study timelines. Week 1 plan. Monday to Thursday, complete AWS Cloud Practitioner essential courses that you can go up to 1 hour per day. And Friday to Sunday, solve the MCQs from YouTube as well as practice test. Here you can give 2 to 3 hours per day, which will build your base and make you familiar with the concepts and services. Now here are some exam day tips. First, show 360-degree surroundings of your exam spot, no notes or books around. Remember that, okay? Tip number 2, extra time tip. Select ESL plus 30 option if English isn't your first language. Tip number 3, focus on the weak areas. Don't waste much time on what you already know. Tip number 4, stay consistent. Even 1 or 2 hours daily is enough with consistent practice. Stay calm and read the questions carefully. Remember, practice beats memorization. So trust your preparation confidently. To sum it up all, remember the AWS Cloud Practitioner certification is more than just an exam. It's your first real step into the trillion-dollar cloud industry that gives you further opportunities for the roles like Cloud Developer, Solutions Architect, DevOps Engineer, or even AI and big data roles. And even if you are from non-technical background, this certification makes your profile cloud aware and future ready. With gamified labs, practice exams, and structured learning, you can go from zero to cloud ready in just 2 to 3 weeks. So choose your resources, practice smart, and master the fundamentals. Alright, so that's your complete roadmap. Focus on the content bench, active recall, and consistent practice test. Stay consistent, follow the roadmap, and you will definitely pass this exam. If you found value in this video, like and subscribe. Drop your questions in the comments and comment AWS if you want free resources and practice questions. All the best and see you in the next one.